In the spring of 2022, we bought a remote wilderness island, sight unseen, on a lake in British Columbia. We drove across the country to pick up an old barge, and now we're building a homestead.
Okay, this is ugly. This is kind of what we thought might happen. Oh no.
It isn't always easy, but the rewards outweigh the trials.
We're super excited! Woo! He's gonna turn the lights on for the first time.
And this is really living.
Coming up on this episode, I'm gonna get going and hurry as fast as I can. Well, that was a lot more awkward and heavier than I thought it was going to be, but at least it's down and nobody got hurt.
Oh, look at those nasty clouds. Yikes. Bye, honey. Bye. Love you. Be safe.
Well, I'm off on my little trip, and I've just left Ryan at the boat launch. I have to fly to Vancouver Island for a dental appointment, and I've got bites because I was up in an area where our mosquito magnet isn't, and we've just put a new mosquito magnet up in the area of our garden, so I'm really hopeful because I have bites all over from working kind of out in the woods without one. Anyways, I'm on my way. Ryan's at home. He's got lots to do, and we're gonna get everything all organized, and I'm interested to see what he does for when I get back.
Well, you know what they say, when the cat's away, the mice will paint? I have to paint the transition piece and install the remaining fascia board. And I have a small window of opportunity here, so I hope to get this done before it starts raining. I'm gonna get going and hurry as fast as I can. It takes quite a bit of measuring to get this fascia board to fit properly, because both the lower edge and the groove need to line up perfectly. It's actually much more difficult to do than it should be. I'm heading over to the table saw to try to cut this last piece of fascia trim from this leftover siding material. Oh no, back to the drawing board. Okay, here we are again with another piece to try. It's too bad the saw is 300 feet away from the work site. And with bated breath, we line it up again. And it fits much better this time. Okay, hopefully I can get it painted before the rain comes.
I don't know if you can make it out, but look at that nastiness coming our way right now.
While I'm painting here, I'm thinking about how lonely it is to be working on the island without my sweets. It's a lot more fun and motivating to have Melodi around. I just can't help it. I miss her when we're not together.
Hopefully I'll land soon.
Opal, where are you? Come here. What are you doing all the way up there? Okay, go. You're silly. Take a run for it. Whoa. So I'm standing here at the entrance to our bunker. See where it is? It's way up there. See that? It's like 9 feet. Isn't that unreal? So this is the path into it. And then the door will be right about here. And you see, I've already dug down some. And over on this side, I've already dug down some. So this is like looking back from inside the bunker. You see that? So I've already excavated some. I did that from the top. But now I can drive Pepper right into here and take the dirt out. This low area you're seeing is just because some of the dirt above the low area has already been removed. This is the view from the top. This area here used to be a great big huge towering pile of sand, but I since put it on the road. You can see now how Pepper's starting to actually get into the bunker. So I'll use Pepper and go probably another 6 feet, and then I'll carve down to the walls. The idea is to make a flat space. So all this area here will go all the way down to this level here. And same thing here. This little shelf here will get excavated down to that level there. Looks like it dried out a bit and let go. Wow. Definitely gonna have to shore this up with block or some kind of reinforcing. This is underneath the array shed. Looks like we've got water. So I'm gonna have to take the array off the shed and redo the roof.
This is a happy day. The front of the cabin is now completely done, and I can finally remove this scaffolding. Well, that was a lot more awkward and heavier than I thought it was going to be. But at least it's down, and nobody got hurt. When I tipped the scaffolding off the deck, it stood straight up. So I wiggle walked it over near Opal's doghouse and out of the way. Now I can use Pepper to lower it to the ground safely so that I can dismantle it. Mission accomplished, and this was a whole lot easier on my back. There is a lot of sawdust and shrapnel stuck between the deck boards, but a blast from this air gun does a really good job of cleaning it out. Here it is. Meet the tiny cabin we affectionately call our bird nest.
There it is. There's our cabin. If you like it, please leave us a note in the comments below. Well, I've been working away at the bunker, and I'm going to do a little detailing with a shovel because I can't quite get in here with Pepper yet. So I'm going to carve out some space, throw the sand in the middle so I can just grab it with Pepper. And I think that might help because I don't want to back into the side of this hill and cause it to collapse any more than it already has. So I'm going to try that now.
This is a situation where you really have to pace yourself. Had I jumped in with all guns blazing, I would have been exhausted in less than 5 minutes. Probably would have strained something too. And what good would that have done, right? So slow and steady is definitely the name of the game here. Believe it or not, clearing material out of the way like this actually unclutters my mind. It cleans up and defines the work area, which helps me see the progress and not just a big pile of sand everywhere. Well, this might be trouble. Pepper just quit and won't start. I hope it's nothing serious because it's way too tight here for me to do any investigative work to try to diagnose the situation.
The gauge says about 40% of a tank, and I am out of diesel. I hope that's what it is, because it just quit. So I'm going to go grab some diesel in a jerry can and see if that gets it started again. Well, I tried the battery for Alvin, the wood chipper, and it was flat. So I thought, no problem. I'll just grab the battery off the boat. And it was flat. I don't understand that, because it's got a cable it's supposed to be charging all the time every time we use it. So that circuit must not be working. And so now I've got the Ava-Pow, and hopefully I can get it to work with that. Wish me luck. Okay, we've got a dead battery from Alvin, a dead battery from the boat, but ouch. I hooked up the Ava-Pow to it, and I think this is going to work for us. Yes, it's going to work for us. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. So the Ava-Pow is charging the battery, and then the battery will supply power to my little pump. Well, that worked actually. So I've got half a can. I'm going to run that over to Pepper. Hopefully it'll fire up, and then I'll bring them back here and fill them up.
Pepper's running okay, but he doesn't seem to have any strength. This is just a bucket of sand, and he can't even lift it.
I just have sand. Won't lift it. That's it, just sand. Pepper stopped working all of a sudden, and I had 4% of a tank. So I thought, just on the off chance that it could be the gauge again, I went and got about 4 gallons, 3 gallons of diesel, put it in, and after about 30 seconds of turning over, it finally started. So I guess, I don't know, maybe the lifter was dry and I had to reprime or something. But anyways, yeah, that's a problem. So I'm hoping we can get that fixed. It's obviously not working. I tell you something, this Ava-Pow saved my bacon. None of my batteries were working. I had no way to get Pepper over here. So I was able to fill a little jerry can full of diesel, just enough to bring Pepper over. And now I'm filling Pepper up. Without this Ava-Pow, I would have been toast. Uh-oh. Looks like I've got a leak. Terrific. Turns out that leak is just a bad hose. The hose is down like this, it leaks. If I hold the hose up like this, it doesn't leak. So all I need is a new hose. Okay, this is what it reads after filling it up. But as you can tell before, when it gets to 40%, it's empty. So it's not a true reading. Well, after playing musical gas cans, there's my gas can. That's all I was able to do today. That was a pain. But anyways, I'll keep plugging away. And tomorrow is another day. Look at the flag. It's caught on one of the plants or something. It's super stormy. I don't know if you can see that, but rain's going to be here any second. Oh, look at those nasty clouds. Yikes. Well, I'm carrying on with my bunker project. And today has been a gross stormy day. There's Pepper up there. And I'm digging out this corner by hand. That's a good try.
As I make my way up this path to the bunker, It just hits me how cool this will be when it's all finished. It will be amazing to be able to store things safely over the winter and not have to worry about, say, batteries getting destroyed or containers of liquid freezing and blowing up.
Well, I started on this side, and show you another angle here. Okay, it's hard to get the scale for what's happening from this vantage point, so I'll try a shot from up top. So we've got a pretty deep hole. It's about 10 feet down. I'm going to have 6 inches of crush, 6 inches of foam, well, maybe 4 inches of foam, and probably 4 to 6 inches of concrete. You know, that's going to be 1.5 feet roughly. Over a foot anyways. So that's why I've got to be down deep. And then I need all this earth to provide cool temperature in the summer and warm temperature in the winter. That's the side I'm just starting to dig out now. So hopefully I can get that dug out to look something like that by the end of today. Here it is from the other side. That's the dirt I took out today. That's just today. So I want this to be 10 by 12 by the time it's all excavated out. There is an overhang there that's pretty nasty. So we got to make sure we stay well clear of that stump and don't walk on that at all, because that is like a cornice of snow that could give way. So got to be very careful.
Melodi is concerned about the stability of the walls here, since they are just made of sand and clay. Yes, they're prone to collapse, so we do need to be careful. I am safe while inside Pepper, and when I'm not operating the track loader, the size of the hole is now wide enough to allow me to easily get out of the way in the event of a slide. Speaking of slides, this happened because of the vibration caused by Pepper. I expect there will be more of this sort of thing when I start running the plate compactor to prepare the footings. I see a crack has formed in the wall behind me, so I'm going to do a little avalanche control here, much like they do in the mountains, but of course without the exploding bombs. Big Labor Days like today typically make me feel pretty good, but they can be a little hard on a person. The good news is that if each day involves some type of physicality, the body adapts to it fairly quickly and it stops hurting. Well, more accurately, it doesn't hurt as much. I find that as long as I stay active, recovery gets faster and I just feel better all around. For added stability, I plan on sloping the upper halves of these walls. Sloping the walls is important, as vertical walls can break off much more easily than if they are sloped, and the amount of material accompanying a vertical wall slide is much greater than that from a sloped wall. To accommodate the drainage system, I will be excavating an area several feet wider than the actual bunker structure itself. So the bunker will sit inside this excavated hole like a castle with a moat around it. At this stage, slides like this are actually helpful because they do the bulk of the work for me. You may have noticed that this slide fell away on a slope, which is ideal. So this is not a bad thing at all.
Good girl. No. Stay. Don't try to jump. No, Opal. No. Oh dear. No. Go back. I don't want you to fall. Okay. Well, I had a bit of a landslide there. That made my job easier. There's some tough clay mixed with the sand here. So I'm going to get that next. And then I just have to square this corner out and carve this in about 1.5 feet. So this corner here has to go that way 1.5 feet. And then I'm done.
Ah man, after taking another look at this, I realize I still have to remove a fair amount of material from this hole. The good news is that there is probably enough room now for Pepper to turn around in here. Working from inside Pepper will make sculpting these slopes and refining the perimeter much easier and safer. Okay. So we got
a good deal done. And the site super has inspected it. Says so far it's pretty good. So, gonna pack it in for tonight. What do you say, Opal? We done? Yeah, we're done.
If you're new to our channel, this story didn't start today.
That's right. Head back to season 1 to binge all of our playlists to see how this remote island homestead began.
Every chapter of the My Wild Home experience builds on the one before it.
So grab your favorite drink and catch up on our story.
And we'll see you on the next one.